Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi was born on 26 November 1939 in Kampung Perlis, Bayan Lepas, Pulau Pinang. Tun Abdullah received his early education at Sekolah Kebahasaan Permatang Bertam. He later attended Bukit Mertajam High School Penang, Methodist Boys School and a religious school started by his family. Tun Abdullah pursued his tertiary education at the University of Malaya, where he graduated in 1964 in Islamic Studies. Upon graduating, Tun Abdullah joined the civil service, where he started his career as an assistant secretary in the Public Service Department in 1964. In 1969, Tun Abdullah moved to National Operation Council (NOC) or Majlis Gerakan Negara Mageran, a body responsible to exercise the ruling powers for the country after the May 1969 racial riots. In his personal life, Tun Abdullah married Tun Endon Mahmud in 1965, with whom he had two children, Kamaluddin and Nori. After her passing in 2005 due to breast cancer, he remarried to Jane Abdullah in 2007. Known for his modest and approachable demeanor, he enjoys hobbies such as golf, deep-sea fishing, and collecting walking sticks. His leadership is remembered for initiatives like the National Integrated Plan and Economic Corridor development to promote regional growth. Tun Abdullah won his first election for the parliamentary seat of the Kepala Batas constituency in 1978. In the same year, Tun Abdullah was appointed to his first post in the administration of the Government of Malaysia as the Parliamentary Secretary to Federal Tertiary Ministry. Tun Abdullah was then promoted to Deputy Minister in the same ministry in 1980. Tun Abdullah later held the post of Minister in the Prime Minister's Department 1981 to 1984. Minister of Education 1984 to 1986, Minister of Defence 1986 to 1987, and Minister of Foreign Affairs from 15 March 1991 to 1999. In January 1999, Tun Abdullah was appointed as the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Home Affairs. Tun Abdullah became the 5th Prime Minister of Malaysia on 31st October 2003 and stepped down as Prime Minister on 2nd April 2009. Tun Abdullah is unofficially known in Malaysia as Abdullah.
Pengumuman yang telah dibuat tadi oleh Pengerusi Suruhanjaya Pilihan Raya tadi, iaitu Parti Barisan Nasional telah pun mendapat kedudukan yang membolehkan Kerajaan Barisan Nasional ditubuhkan dengan simple majority. Maka ini bermakna saya akan mengambil tindakan untuk menghadap di Paduka Baginda Pertuan Agong pada hari Isnin 10 bulan untuk menubuhkan kerajaan.
Next, Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi Polisi.
First, Islam Hadari. Islam Hadari is a theory of government based on the principles of Islam as derived from the Quran or an Islamic civilization built upon the noble values and ideals of Islam. The Prime Minister Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi is the sole person who took the special interest to propagate this new concept and emphasize the important progress within the Islamic context. The Islamic context is a promotion of religious tolerance, social welfare programs, and education and knowledge. The second policy is anti-corruption. Anti-corruption policies refers to a set of guidelines, strategies, and measures designed to prevent, detect, and address corruption within public and private sectors. Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi also established the MACC. This agency was given greater autonomy and resources to combat corruption more effectively. And the next context of anti-corruption policy is a public sector reform, also public awareness campaigns. Human Capital Initiative is a third policy of the Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi. The Human Capital Initiative is delivering an investment targeted towards increasing capacity in higher education and skills-focused programs designed to meet priority skills needs, such as National Integrity Plan, Integrity Institute of Malaysia or IIM, and public-private partnerships. Fourth policy is economic development, which refers to the process by which a country, region, or community improves its economic well-being and quality of life, such as standard of living and creating jobs. First, Iskandar Malaysia. The second is
NCER, a melting pot of community, culture, tourism and industry, home to more than 6 million people. Spanning a large landmass, NCER covers the 4 northern states of Peninsular Malaysia: Perlis, Kedah, Penang and Perak. Situated within the Indonesia-Malaysia-Thailand growth triangle, NCER gives you smoother trade with Thailand and other neighboring countries. And being part of the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, NCER enables you to access to 30% of the world's population.
And the last one is East Coast Economic Region or ECER.
Coast Economic Region of Malaysia, ECER Malaysia, an outstanding resource-rich destination, offers a wide range of business opportunities. Strategically located facing the South China Sea, ECER Malaysia is
the contribution of Islam Hadari in society is Malaysia consists of various races. Islam Hadari exists to provide exposure and understanding of Islam to all communities. Islam Hadari also promotes moral values and education to the community. With this, people can foster social well-being with each other. Next, Islam Hadari also promotes harmony and social development in Malaysia by emphasizing universal values in society. There are several ways to promote social harmony. Among them are dialogue between religion, community involvement, education, and awareness. Finally, Islam Hadari strives to create a progressive society based on Islamic principles that benefit the entire country. For the economy, Islam Hadari make a great contribution to the economy by promoting balanced economic growth. Islam Hadari promotes balanced economic growth through several key principles such as inclusive development, sector balance and education, and human capital. So, Islam Hadari respects Islamic values while addressing modern economic challenge. For anti-corruption in society is Abdullah Ahmad Badawi established the Malaysian Integrity Institute and the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Academy to increase anti-corruption training and awareness to the public. However, international organizations assess the anti-corruption effort under Abdullah Ahmad Badawi as ineffective. Next, Abdullah Ahmad Badawi prioritized corruption prevention efforts through initiatives such as the National Integrity Plan and the establishment of the Malaysian Integrity Institute. In addition, Abdullah Ahmad Badawi introduced several specific measures to fight corruption, such as the National Integrity Plan, the Malaysian Integrity Institute, the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission Act, and the protection of whistleblowers. For the economy, Abdullah Ahmad Badawi emphasized anti-corruption as the main economic strategy. Abdullah Ahmad Badawi's anti-corruption initiative has had a significant long-term impact on Malaysia's political landscape. However, despite this effort, his administration has faced criticism for insufficient progress as corruption remains rampant.
The Anti-Corruption Commission Bill will be tabled in Parliament soon following its approval by Cabinet recently. Prime Minister Dato Sri Abdullah Ahmad Badawi says the bill will replace the Anti-Corruption Act and provide for the setting up of the Malaysian Commission on Anti-Corruption. He said this in his keynote address at the National Integrity Convention in Kuching Friday. Abdullah says the commission will be staffed by experts in a wide range of fields such as forensic auditing for investigating commercial crimes. Prime Minister says the commission will be modelled on some of the best anti-corruption agencies in the world, including Hong Kong's Independent Commission on Anti-Corruption and the Independent Commission Against Corruption in New South Wales, Australia. Aaron Raj, The Star, Malaysia.
The contribution to society is Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi has sparked a revolution of ideas in emphasizing efforts to develop human capital as a success for future generations. A workforce with higher levels of education can accomplish more. You can offer industry-specific training. Next, ethnic and economic disparities were lessened by the policies his administration put in place to encourage social inclusion. This promoted social cohesion, which is essential for maintaining national stability. Human capital development also expands access to education, especially for disadvantaged groups, helping to reduce social disparities. For example, the government provides scholarship by JPA and MARA. The educational facilities provided by the government from the primary level to the higher level will definitely produce quality energy resources.
Kerajaan akan meneruskan tajaan pengajian pelajar dalam bidang perubatan, pergigian dan farmasi di bawah Jabatan Perkhidmatan Awam JPA.
Perdana Menteri Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim yang memberi jaminan itu menjelaskan keputusan menamatkan tajaan untuk program berkenaan sebelum ini merupakan dasar lama di bawah pentadbiran kerajaan terdahulu dan ia kini akan dikaji semula.
Last one is contribution to economy. Development of the economy is made possible by human capital. Innovation, social well-being, productivity and participation rates will all rise in response to an increase in human capital in fields like science, education and management. These factors will all influence the course of economic development. The contribution to society is Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi made notable contributions to Malaysia's economic development, focusing on sustainable growth, poverty reduction and societal inclusivity. During his tenure as Prime Minister from 2003 to 2009, Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi prioritized diversifying the economy, moving beyond its dependence on natural resources and focusing on high-value industries such as electronics, biotechnology and services. Additionally, his administration sought to improve public sector governance by promoting transparency and accountability, which helped foster greater trust between the government and the people. Through these policies, Tun Abdullah worked to create a more equitable society where the benefits of economic development were shared more broadly, contributing to long-term social harmony and cohesion. Abdullah Ahmad Badawi's dedication to inclusive growth, reducing poverty and social welfare advancement served as the foundation for his contributions to Malaysia's economic development social component. Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi, as Malaysia's Prime Minister from 2003 to 2009, prioritized modernization, diversification and long-term growth. His Economic Transformation Program, ETP, aimed to shift the country from traditional industries like oil and palm oil to high-tech and knowledge-based sectors such as electronics, biotechnology and tourism, boosting foreign investment and elevating Malaysia's global economic standing.
So, the next is a SWOT analysis of the government led by Prime Minister Datuk Seri Abdullah Ahmad Badawi from 2003 to 2009. Let's begin with the strength of Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi administration. One of the significant initiatives introduced was the anti-corruption policy. According to Borneo Post 2016, Tun Abdullah empowered the Malaysia Anti-Corruption Commission, which is MACC, and established the Enforcement Agency Integrity Commission to enhance integrity within government agency. His aggressive anti-corruption campaigns include high-profile arrests of officials involved in corruption, which help restore public trust and attract foreign investment.
Corruption Commission Bill will be tabled in Parliament soon following its approval by Cabinet recently. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Abdullah Badawi says the bill will replace the Anti-Corruption Act and provide for the setting up of the Malaysian Commission on Anti-Corruption. He said this in his keynote address at the National Integrity Convention in Kuching Friday. Abdullah says the commission will be staffed by experts in a wide range of fields such as forensic auditing for investigating commercial crimes.
Kerjaan yang kita sumbang bersama kepada perkhidmatan kita, perkhidmatan awam, takdiran kita perlu mampu menambah nilai. Kalau kita tidak dapat menambah nilai, kita tidak akan jadi bangsa yang maju.
The Prime Minister says the Commission will be modelled on some of the best anti-corruption agencies in the world, including Hong Kong's Independent Commission on Anti-Corruption and the Independent Commission Against Corruption in New South Wales, Australia.
Now, let's discuss the weakness faced by his administration. A notable weakness was the issue of people's dissatisfaction due to unmet promises from the 2004 general election regarding better governance and integrity. Issues such as family interference in administration and economic mismanagement led to protests, notably by Bersih and Hanraf, threatening political support for his government.
They screamed for open democracy and emerged again defiant.
What is your message to the Prime Minister? To the Prime Minister! Don't ever come to the public and say you love everybody, you care for the people. It is a wrong. Don't ever say he doesn't know to respect the Indians in.
So next, we will look at the opportunities available during his tenure. There was a clear opportunities for economic growth through measures that facilitated business operation, such as streamlining company registration procedure. This initiative aimed to position Malaysia as an attractive investment destination, potentially boosting national income and development. And finally, let's examine the threats that impact his administration. A significant threat was the global economic crisis, particularly in 2008, when crude oil price soared above $140 per barrel, posed a serious threat to Malaysia efforts, said Zainal Abidin Hashim and Muhammad Shukri Haji Noor, 2012. This led to increased production costs and high inflation, burdening consumers and diminishing their purchasing power.
Prime Minister Datuk Seri Abdullah Ahmad Badawi says he is certain that the people can weather the economic storm with their resilience.
Jangan kita rasa kecewa, jangan kita rasa takut. I always believe kita mesti ada keyakinan dari pengalaman kita selama ini. Pengalaman membina.
Même dans un sommeil éternel, même dans un sommeil